Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to do a quick update video for you because there has been some news, quite a bit of stuff going on right now. But I wanted to start off with the Workrite replica coveralls that I guess Legion Safety was looking into to getting done. So far they only had kind of a description of what it was basically going to be, which outlined that they were basically going to be exactly the same as the Workrites that he used for H40. They just aren't going to say Workrite on them. It's not going to have all the same tags, but it should have the exact same material, the charcoal gray color, 9.5 ounce fire retardant fabric, the same stuff they used. And they should basically look just like the ones from the movie as well. So what they're doing right now is they are trying to get together, obviously, some photos and everything of them. They were supposed to get them in already, but there was a bit of a delay. They're expecting them now on Tuesday, the first time they're going to get their hands on some that they did up. They only did a few to begin with, just to make sure, because obviously they want to make sure there's no corrections that need to be made and everything is great before they start cutting all this fabric and making, filling these orders. So he told me they're expecting them Tuesday, September 28th. They're going to take a ton of pictures because I know a lot of people are concerned whether or not they're going to be legit or, it's going to be some kind of BS thing. I've heard that has gone on with a few other companies that have claimed they could produce them, and turns out they produced a completely different brand that didn't really look anything like the Workrite. So kind of a problem, especially when you have to prepay and there are no refunds. Risky, right? I get it. But I've been dealing with Alex with Legion Safety, and he has told me that they're expecting them Tuesday, September 28th, so we should see a lot more photos after that. But it's still basically a 2 to 3 week lead time, they said. So, and I mean, that'll be plus transit. So here we are, it's September 25th, I guess, Saturday. And yeah, it's getting down to the wire. So I guess if anybody wants them before Halloween, they kind of have to jump on it here right away. So I will definitely post updates as I get them, but you guys might want to just check out Legion Safety and just watch for their updates, because I'm sure they'll get them up there as soon as they can, because they know, time is of the essence here. If you want to get these coveralls before Halloween, it's probably going to be tough to do. So you'll have to get right on top of that right away when these pictures come out, if that's what you're waiting for before you pull the trigger. So I would definitely keep a close eye on that. Other than that, going forward, they're probably going to be a great option if they do turn out to be what we think they are, and that should be a good H40 Halloween Kills replica. And if that's the case, I'm sure it's going to be a great option for a lot of folks for a while anyway. So that was pretty much the update with Legion. And like I said, when I get photos or when I see them, I will share them as well on the channel, just so you guys can see what they look like as well. And I'll go into depth a little bit more, of course. So that's pretty much it for that. Speaking of kills, there is a new trailer going around. Yes, I'm aware. There's a few actually, but there's one that's more recent that came out, with some line about kids playing hide and seek with the man in the white mask or something. I don't know. I read something about it, and I honestly have not watched the trailer. I really have no desire to watch it. I mean, I feel like so much has already been given away, and of course it's been spoiled for me a little bit on who's going to be living and dying. Speaking of spoilers, actually, Jamie Lee Curtis recently posted a picture. I don't know if I should be repeating it here or not. Okay, if you don't want to know what it is, I'll give you a second. So there's going to be a spoiler alert, okay? In 5, or... Okay, so she posted a picture that features Hawkins in the hospital. So clearly he survives, which is honestly what I thought all along. I mean, you don't actually see him die, so... Anyway, she posted it for all of her fans to see that, oh yeah, he's in the movie, so, you know, and I kind of thought that. So it's not a big surprise for me. It's not like some huge spoiler, but it's technically a spoiler, so... Anyway, all right, so enough about that, but yeah, so she posted that, and as for the trailer, I am probably not going to bother watching it. I mean, I might run into it or something if I'm watching TV or something, which I don't do a lot of these days anyway, but maybe I'll see it in passing or something, but I am definitely not going to look for it, because I've seen enough of it. I'm more than sold, and I'm ready to see this movie, so definitely looking forward to that. Oh, also my Total Film magazine finally showed up. You guys might remember this came out a few months back. It was basically the big debut where you could see his mask in a little more detail. So I was looking for it, you know, locally, and it's pretty much impossible to find. So I ended up just ordering it straight from Total Film, and I knew it would take until, actually, I think they said early September, and I mean, I got this Wednesday, so I don't know, 3 weeks in anyway. But haven't opened it up yet. I know it's got the John Carpenter interview in it. I'm looking forward to reading it and checking it out. But yeah, it did finally arrive, and I'm excited to get a hold of it. So yeah, it's a nice piece for sure. So yeah, that came in as well. What else has been happening? Oh yes, Vans shoes. I don't know how many of you are familiar with them. I'm sure tons of you have had them before. I certainly have. They released a horror shoe line that is coming out very soon. They didn't give a definite date, but I believe they said October, so expect them soon. And they did a preview as well here. I'll let you have a look. So there are 4 of them. The first one is Friday the 13th, and it's sort of a, you know, the low top slip-on style. Okay, and then the second one you have A Nightmare on Elm Street, which they did in the high tops. And these are pretty dope. Pretty slick shoes, so Nightmare on Elm Street there, and then they also did another high top here for The Shining. These are pretty cool as well. Interesting look. I don't know what prompted Vans to do this, but pretty neat idea anyway. I'm giving respect for doing it. And the last one is It as well, another low top. But very cool as well. So Stephen King's well represented there with The Shining and It, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th, rounding out the other 2. And again, coming in October. I don't know if I'll be picking any of those up or anything myself, but they are pretty neat. Very cool. A little respect there. Also, there is, I heard Amazon is apparently doing I Know What You Did Last Summer TV series or something like that. So I don't know that much about it. I just heard about it, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. So it's funny how a lot of these 90s themed horror things are starting to come out right around the time you have, well, Halloween, of course, and Scream 5 on the horizon early next year. So it's interesting how they're focusing on stuff like that. But yeah, like in Fear Street as well, that had a lot of 90s nostalgia and stuff. But anyway, that should be coming soon as well. Also, Elvira has been in the news, our Mistress of the Dark. She has her memoirs that just recently came out, Yours Cruelly, so you can get that. I'm sure any of your book providers, yeah. So Yours Cruelly, I guess it's her 40th anniversary, and she's making the news right now because she's recently come out as having a female partner for the last 19 years. And, I mean, I was like, okay, big deal. Like, who cares? Like, good for you. That's awesome. But I mean, it's not something you really. I think she was worried about it. I think because of her male audience or something, that she might feel like she's alienating them or something, or I don't know how she put it, but it was for her Elvira character, of course. This is Cassandra Peterson, of course, I'm talking about, the one and only. But yeah, personally, I don't think it would have hurt it at all. I mean, like, she's obviously still attracted to men as well, so she says. I mean, why would they be, and why would it even matter if she is or not anyway? Like, you think you're somehow going to end up with her? Like, I don't think it really matters ultimately at the end of the day, but I could see, I guess she was probably concerned about it, but yeah, all I have to say about that is good for her. Doesn't affect how I feel about her at all. I still love her. She's awesome. Yeah, so she also has a special on tonight, actually, Saturday, September 25th on Shudder. It's called, what is it called? Elvira's 40th Anniversary Very Scary, Very Special. So, sounds like a very big deal. I think she's watching her Elvira, Mistress of the Dark film from '88. That's pretty good, actually. That's a fun movie. But she's watching that with commentary, and then I think it's 3 classics, like a 50s, a 70s, and a 60s film. I forget what they are offhand, but it should be fun, so I'll probably check that out. Mind you, there's also a huge UFC card, and I'm a pretty big fan, so I'll probably be watching that as well. Or maybe I'll just PVR that or something. Whatever. Anyway, you might want to check that out. Elvira, 40th Anniversary Special on Shudder. Also, Eli Roth. I know every year he's been doing like a history of horror special and stuff. So I don't know if that's happening now, because I see he's got a special on Discovery Plus called Real Life Ghost Stories. So he does this series on all these apparently real life ghost encounters and stories that it sounds like they're going to be really, really creepy. So I'll probably check that out for sure. But yeah, that's basically what's going on there. And the hilarious House of Frightenstein. I contacted Unearthed Films again because I've been looking for an update. Of course, they're supposed to be having their big 50th anniversary release, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know, a lot of us are. It was announced in April. I mean, it's almost October now. We're talking half a year later. So I'm looking for an update. And Susie, who is the assistant to the CEO with Unearthed Films, responded and said they are expecting to have an email coming soon with information. So she didn't really give me any other information than that, other than the fact that, you know, they're going to have an email soon. So hang in there. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on as well, but when and if I do find out, I will definitely let you guys know. But until then, that is pretty much it for now. Again, working on a lot of stuff coming up. October, a very busy month. I'm expecting a lot of things coming in. I have a whole lot of things to do and some projects and stuff. So look for that in the coming weeks. And yeah, until then, we will see you later. And thanks very much for watching, guys.